What's going on, guys? You are not freaking gonna believe this. I have got another call. Back to back calls for goodies. Actually, I'm not even sure if it is a goodie, but it has been identified as a giant lizard, which makes me think that it's a goodie. Oh, I'm alright. In saying, she said giant lizard, and I said bobtail. She said no, it's definitely not a bobtail. So, but I've also been told that. So I mean, maybe in the next video clip you'll see me and I'll be like, it was a bobtail. But I have a feeling that we're about to go catch another monitor. I kind of hope that it isn't a goodie and that it might be another type of monitor. But I'm also not going to complain if it is a goodie, because I've caught 3 goodies now. Well, 2 this year, 1 last year. But I've seen one black-headed or black-tail, I can't remember, I always get it wrong. One of them, black-headed monitor, but I didn't get to catch it, I only saw it, so, and it just legged it and ran away, so, yeah. Unfortunately, my phone is about to die, and I ran out of my house super fast, so I might not get videos until I get home, because it's literally 2 seconds from my house. So I might run it home, charge my phone, get some photos, and then take it back, even though we're not supposed to. But yeah. Alright, I'll see you guys in a minute. Actually, the crazy thing about this call is about a month ago I actually caught a bardic there, and they're like, I've never seen, like, we haven't had any animals, and I was like, yeah. And I learned last year not to tell people that, like, how long have you lived here? 20 years. Chances are you'll never see another one again. No word of a lie. They called me back a week later with another snake. I could not believe it. They had been there for years and they'd never seen a snake. Not saying that there was never a snake there, just that they never saw one, and then they noticed one twice in a little bit. All right, we're here. So it wasn't, but it was a first hand caught. I've never caught one of these by hand. I would put him flat in my palm, but he absolutely destroyed my hand, and we're having a few trust issues here. I'm not strangling him. He's all right. So yeah, I actually caught a bardic. Actually, I think I said this before. But yeah, it was the people that I was thinking about. And the top of that hill over there was where I was releasing everything, like the 2 bardics. I'm gonna put this guy just down here, and hopefully he stays away from everyone. You let go of my t-shirt now. Look how chuffed he looks with a chunk of my bloody hand in his mouth. Let go of my shirt. Alright, give me a second. Alright, see you later, dude. Get on with yourself. Get. Bro, these guys are so quick. And he's gone. Man, that sucked. I did sook out a little bit, and I kind of did the whole 3, 2, 1, and then went to grab it, and I missed him because it wasn't quite a 3, 2, 1. It was a 3, 2, 1 pause, and then grab him. And then the second time I went to grab him, I just missed him and touched his tail, so he dropped a tiny bit of his tail off, which was kind of freaky. That always freaks me out. I'm sorry about that, dude, but he got me back. Being chewed on hard. There's a big chunk missing out of my thumb there, so yeah. Oh, that was still exciting, even though it wasn't quite a monitor, and I didn't have to take him a billion miles away to get relocated. Basically just chucked him out the front of these people's house. I completely forgot that my microphone is stuffed, but my phone's slowly starting to get better, so it might have actually had something to do with having tea and coffee and beer all through everything, and it's dried out. I gave it a bit of a clean, so it might be working now. I'm not sure, but I honestly didn't think that the these little king skinks do like a decent amount of damage, but the one thing that amazed me, I was holding him, well, he was holding my hand with his mouth, and I was holding his body with my hand that wasn't in his mouth, and he still managed to roll. He was rolling, it was like a little massaging chair, I guess, like the kind of movement that it felt like in my hand. Like I was holding him, he was just twirling his body around in my hand, and he still managed to do like half a rotation even though I was holding him. Like, that is crazy. And now to think that, like, I would class that sort of the same principle as a death roll. Imagine, you'd never stop a crocodile from spinning, man. Like, no way. I think that's the next, well, it's not the next thing on my list, but it's definitely on my list of things to do. I think we're going to have to disappear to the Northern Territory and go see if we can catch some crocodiles, because I think that'd be sick. But I think with the crocodiles, what I got to remember is 3, 2, 1, go is 3, 2, 1, go. There's no 3, 2, 1, no. Oh, okay, I'm ready now. Like, you can't be messing that stuff up. And I think that's a big key to catching things. Relocating reptiles is not hesitating. When you're messing with anything that's unpredictable, you don't second guess yourself, because that is when accidents happen. In saying not to second guess yourself, if you're about to do something silly, then definitely second guess that. But if you're trying to catch something and you're going to put your hand right next to its face to try and grab it behind the head, then don't stop. You cannot stop, otherwise you're gonna get bit. And that's exactly why I got bitten by this king skink. I caught 2 Gould's monitors last week, and I didn't even get a scratch out of them, only because I almost got bitten last year by the other one, because I freaked out. I panicked, I went to grab him, and I half-ass grabbed him, and he ran away, and he almost got me, because I had to try and catch him 3 times. The 2 that I got this year didn't get very far from me, and I managed to catch them. But when I dived for it, I got it. Like, I didn't half dive for it and then lose it. This guy, I don't know why, but I heard some stories that they're pretty chewy, and I really had it in my head that they were super bad. Like, the bite is not actually that bad, and I can deal with it. I've slipped undoing screws in engine bays that sucks way more than this. Like, way more than this. Like, I have punched engine bays with all of my weight leaning in it, and this doesn't even compare to playing mechanics. Like, that shit sucks. Getting bit by this guy sucks a slight bit more than punching an engine block, because of their saliva and the bacteria in their mouth. But you're one spray away from degreaser or something to having the worst time of your life compared to this. Like, that was nothing. So I'm glad I got that one over and done with. We're gonna go pick up my son from school now, so I'll see you guys in a second. So I got a message from one of my friends the other day saying he wants some free stuff, and I was like, free stuff's my middle name. I gotta stop getting free stuff. But yeah, so I'm gonna go pick up some free stuff. And he's the type of I would say, he's the person, when I go to visit people like this, I go there for one thing and come back with many things. So, man, I'm not even going to tell you what we're going to get, because we're probably going to go get way more. Oh God, I got to stop doing this. I think this might be my last one. My last freebie run for a while. Alright, so I'll see you guys in a minute. Heading to Allen's now, because, like, I was super thirsty before and I forgot to ask Ryan for a drink, and then we got talking about a desalinization plant, which is the thing that makes, like, salt water into drinkable water. And there's one for sale on Gumtree for like $4,000. And I don't know why he would tell me something like that, because I'm like the most unstable person to say stuff like that to. And I think I just turned off at the wrong, God damn it, I turned off at the wrong place. Then I spent a little while researching what you could possibly use a desalinization plant for, because I mean, how cool would a conversation starter be of, oh, I got a desalinization plant for desalinization stuff. I don't even know how you'd say that probably, but man, I'm so thirsty. That's what I was getting at. And then thinking of fresh water made me thirsty, and then thinking of salt water made me even thirstier. So now I'm the owner of a desalinator. No, I'm joking. That didn't happen. It was like $4,000. So yeah, I called up Alan and I was like, Alan, can I go get a glass of water from your place? And he's like, yeah, alright. Which is good. Otherwise I would have cried. So we're gonna go get a glass of water from Alan's place, and then I'm gonna go home and deal with explaining why I've got stuff in the trailer. So you know how I said when I go to get things, and especially from him, it ends up becoming a lot. I went there to get an engine crane, and I took the trailer so I didn't have to put the engine crane in the car. Well, turns out the engine crane had to go in the car. There's a compressor in here, a bunch of car stuff, and in the trailer, I will show you when we get out, we got some giant enclosures. I was pretty excited to get all that stuff, but it's yeah, I think I might need to go to rehab for getting cheap things. My friends just need to stop giving me stuff. Alright guys, I'm gonna leave the video here. Take it easy, stay awesome, and remember, you can't fail if you try. See ya.
We're better off as strangers.